This young, beautiful Indian woman had a boyfriend over 60 years old. Despite the huge age gap, they were deeply in love. But unexpectedly, after that night, Lena suddenly broke up with him. The reason was that Luke was too poor to offer her a future. And sooner or later, his tribe would discover them, so she left him without a second thought. This left Luke heartbroken in an instant. To win Lena back, he resolved to sell his herd of horses in town. Little did Lena know Luke was a hidden tycoon. Upon arriving at the bank, Luke withdrew his savings, a sum so staggering the teller could scarcely believe it. He summoned the manager to verify the balance in person. To everyone's surprise, Luke was instantly recognized. The manager gasped in astonishment, "Mr. Blackthorn." He must have been quite the force in his youth. With his fortune secured, Luke changed into a suit and headed straight for the tavern. Spotting Pierce's age, he immediately sat down, yet the men boasted of their noble origins, one even pulling out an expensive pocket watch to show off. This instantly ignited Luke's competitive spirit. He proposed a few rounds of cards. By the time he returned to the inn, he had not only won all their money, but also pocketed the pocket watch. Yet he couldn't feel joy, for he had no idea how to win back Lena. The next day, he set off back home with his fortune, only to encounter a horse lying on the ground. As someone who adored horses, he immediately dismounted to check. But something felt increasingly off. Realizing something was wrong, he decided to leave the area. Just then, gunshots suddenly rang out. He quickly hid and observed, fearing the horse carrying his fortune might bolt. He tried to calm the animal, but then gunfire erupted again. The startled horse bolted away. Before he could react, a man mounted his horse and prepared to flee. Luke shot the man dead from the saddle. What infuriated him most was that his beloved horse was gone. The fortune he'd just acquired had vanished. He then vented his fury on the man, yet no amount of rage could undo the loss. After lecturing the man, he surprisingly let him go. Morrow watched Luke depart in stunned silence. After trekking along the railroad tracks all night, the aged Luke finally collapsed. He paused to rest beside a water tank. To his surprise, Morrow had been following him all along. Luke immediately grew wary, but Morrow suddenly dropped to his knees, exhausted beyond measure. He begged for help. Pursuers were closing in. Seeing his pitiful state, Luke offered him water. With no wilderness survival skills, Morrow finally regained some strength. Luke then pointed him toward the town and warned him not to follow any further. But Morrow insisted someone was hunting him down, pleading for Luke's aid and promising to compensate him fully. Luke's interest was instantly piqued. Morrow claimed he had a large sum of money hidden somewhere, so Luke decided to help the man retrieve it.